Most people who run Google Ads are wasting 30 to 50% of their budget every single day, and they have no idea why. If your ads are bleeding money and you're not getting the sales and leads that you should be, then this is probably the reason. The great news is it's only going to take you about 2 minutes each day for the first 2 weeks to solve the problem, and then to maintain it, you're probably going to have to spend a couple of minutes per week after that. My name's Tyler Voland, and I've been helping businesses for the last 8 years skip the fails and get to the sales. The number one mistake that I see businesses making when I'm auditing their Google Ads account is they're not using negative keywords, or if they are, they're not using them correctly. Today, I'm going to show you what that means, why it's killing your budget, and how to fix it. So everyone's heard of a keyword, which is where you tell Google what you want to show up for, but a negative keyword does the opposite. It tells Google what you don't want to show up for. If you think about it, Google's job is literally to spend the budget that you give it. So if you give it $20 a day, if you give it $100 a day, it's going to do whatever it can to spend that budget. Literally your job to limit that to make sure that it's only spending your money on relevant traffic. So a really great example of this is last week, I was auditing a small scale watch dealers account where they sold a specific brand's watches online, and literally $18 out of their $20 a day budget was going to styles of watches within that brand that they didn't actually stock and couldn't sell. So if you think about that, only 10% of their budget was actually going to convertible traffic. So if you're spending money on unconvertible traffic, it's literally money thrown to the wind. So how do we fix this? Let's jump into an account and I'll show you exactly how to do this. So this is a client's account, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can add negative keywords and how to find which keywords to actually get rid of. So what we're going to do is come into campaigns, and you're going to select one of your campaigns. So in this example, I'm going to select this campaign because I know there's some keywords in here. Then over on the left-hand side, you're going to come to Insights and Reports down to Search Terms. And what this is going to do is it's going to give you a report of all keywords that people are using to find this campaign. In an example of a watch, it might be the brand name of the watch as your keyword, but then people aren't just searching that brand, they're going to be searching long tail keywords around what you're actually targeting. And sometimes those long tail keywords can be completely irrelevant. For example, if you're a painter in Brisbane, your keyword might be painter Brisbane, but someone might be searching jobs for painters Brisbane jobs or best websites for painters Brisbane. And those keywords, even though you'll be spending money on them, are completely irrelevant for your business. So this is going to tell you what people are searching. And what you're going to do is go through and find ones that just aren't relevant to your business. So if there's a specific keyword that's just obviously not for your business, like if you're again searching for painting clients in Brisbane, any keywords, any phrases with the word job in it probably aren't going to be relevant to you. So you can just go ahead and remove all of those. This is why I recommend doing this daily, so you can be incredibly selective with your negative keywords. Just go in, and this is going to update every day as more people are searching for your campaign. What you're going to do is you're going to select the ones that you don't want show up for, and then you're simply going to come across and click this add as negative keyword. And depending on how your campaign's set up, you can either remove it from the ad group, which in most cases I would recommend, or if it's a more general term, you can remove it from the campaign. And then you're going to click save, and I won't in this one because they're not relevant keywords. And you'll notice then the ones that you selected will have negative keyword as a tag next to the phrases that you've removed. So that's the way that you know they've taken hold. So if you just think about the economics of this, if that account was spending $18 on keywords that were non-convertible, that's 90% of their budget gone. So that means for every dollar of a click that's going to convertible traffic, they're actually spending $10. We've got $1 cost per click, which is not bad in a lot of niches. If you were just seeing the cost per click, you'd see $1 cost per click and you'd be like, oh, okay, then there's something else wrong with my campaign. Maybe I need to tweak my targeting. Maybe I need to tweak the wording. Whereas when you dig down into the keywords that people are actually searching, then the problem becomes very obvious very quickly. So if you just do this 2 minutes a day, like I said, jump in at the end of each day, just make it a thing for the next 2 weeks. And this isn't just for online shopping, this is for any sort of Google Ads campaign that you're running. Jump in, do this, and do it 2 minutes every day. Do it in the afternoon, and you'll notice that your quality of traffic coming in through your Google Ads will skyrocket quicker than pretty much any other method you can think of to improve it. Then after about 2 weeks, depending on what you're targeting, how broad it is, then after 2 weeks of doing this for 2 minutes a day, jump in and do this. If you're just getting like maybe 2 or 3 keywords that you need to add to the negative keyword list, then you can start to expand this out again. Start with every day for 2 weeks, move on to once a week, and then as you've got this optimized, then you might be able to cut that back to once every 2 weeks and then once every month. But this is something that's really valuable and is going to save you more money than pretty much any other method. So I would really recommend sticking to it and making it just a part of your work routine for maintaining your Google Ads health. If you'd like more tips like this, just like and subscribe, because this is just literally one of the many issues that we see popping up over and over again on Google Ads accounts that just can be fixed so easily. So keep up to date, turn on notifications, and we'll see you in the next one.